Today, we're going to be looking at an example user of CrossOver, who is currently having issues running Counter-Strike 2. While CodeWeavers lists the game as playable and others seem to be running the game fine, Robert is currently getting frame rates too low for the game to be playable.
Come on.
Dude, where'd you go? We just lost the round.
CrossOver totally borked on me, man.
Well, CrossOver's working great for me. Oh, I'm the last one alive. I gotta get back in there. Get back online, dude.
Yeah. Stupid CrossOver.
Now wait just a minute there.
Who are you?
Over the years, CrossOver has grown into a gaming powerhouse on macOS. But of course it still has its quirks. It took a lot of tinkering to get some games working, and others are still a work in progress.
How did you get in here?
But we're not the only ones who have improved over time. Apple has also iterated on their design year after year.
Did you break my law?
Today, we're going to compare 4 different MacBook Pros using Counter-Strike 2 as a benchmark to see how game performance may differ across devices. To the void!
To the what?
Robert, come on over here. We have some testing to do.
Can I go home?
No. Now, here we have 4 MacBooks. Robert's M2, a couple of M1s, and an M. Hey, can I see that? And an M3. Robert, start up another round of Counter-Strike 2 on your Mac.
Dang it.
That's okay. You weren't doing very well.
I got through about 5 minutes of gameplay at a solid 40 frames per second, but after 5 more minutes, the game slowed down to 10 FPS.
That's unfortunate. But let's try these M1s right here. Come on.
Hey, I made it through a whole game this time.
Totally. This time the device held a constant 40 frames per second the entire time.
Your KD was a bit better than mine though.
Well, it helped that my MacBook ran at a solid 80 frames per second for a super smooth experience. At face value, one would assume that the M2 that Robert was using would perform better than the M1s. The newer, the better, right? But under the hood, there's another difference besides the processor that can affect performance. The RAM. The amount of RAM that a unit has dictates the number of tasks or processes that can run at once. These 2 upgraded M1 MacBook Pros over here have 16 gigs and 32 gigs of RAM respectively, while your M2 has a standard 8 gigs.
Aw, shucks.
Your device can run the programs natively made for MacBooks just fine. It gets tricky when we're taking programs originally made for Windows, each with their own unique system requirements, and popping them onto your Mac. And now, how about taking the M3 for a spin? Yep, that's your gun. Use it.
Wow, no, that was awesome.
And you actually got a kill.
I hope that I had a solid 100 frames to work with. That ran really smooth.
Yeah, so that device has 18 gigs to work with, which is a couple more than the M1 that you were using before, but that also has the M3 chip in it as well.
It seems like there's a balance between raw processing power and the available RAM for games to work. The M3 with about the same amount of RAM as the M1 over there had twice the performance. It was crazy.
Exactly. CrossOver can run a lot of programs really well, but not all programs work equally well on all MacBook models. In fact, there are a lot of games that work really well on M2s like Robert's, including Grand Theft Auto 5, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, Palworld, Satisfactory, and Sekiro. If you want to use CrossOver yourself, be sure to check out our 2-week free trial with your program to make sure you get a consistently great experience. You can also check our compatibility database to see how it's working for other users, but remember that they might have a different Mac than yours. If you run into a roadblock with your game, you can always reach out to our support team for further assistance.
Check out the adjoining blog post to this video for more detailed information about our testing. For the services listed in this video, information about CrossOver, and more, check out our website at www.codeweavers.com.